This week on Inside MMA, Mo Lawal and Don Fry will throw down at the M1 Breakthrough later this month. But first, they join Kenny and Boss on the set to preview their battle. Also sitting in is light heavyweight Renato Soberall. Babalu breaks down his own big fight as he takes on Gegard Mousasi next week at Strikeforce. And that's not the only Strikeforce news we've got for you. Fedor is signed, sealed, and delivered, and we've got all the details. The UFC visits the city of brotherly love for UFC 101. In Crunch Corner, Ron explains how MMA goes golfing for a great cause. Sengoku and the K1 sends us an assortment of teeth-rattling highlights that will leave you asking for more. And more is what we have. It's time to go Inside MMA.
Come on in. Welcome Inside MMA. I'm Kenny Rice, joined as always by the Bishop of Badassery, Boss Root.
Badassery, oh my God, there's a robbery going on. Here I come to save the day. Boom. And then finally, when everybody is down, I go, oh, that's the Bishop thing in there.
That was good.
That was good, right?
Hey, thanks for watching. See you next week. No, actually, there's a great show lined up.
It's right tonight.
You set the tone. You set the tone right there. We're going to talk about Fedor in a minute, UFC, Strikeforce, lots more. First, let's meet the panel. Mo Lawal joins us once again. King Mo is here to talk about an upcoming fight. This is only the third time in history we've had the same fighters getting ready to fight on the same panel. Renato Babalu Soberall joins us once again. He gets ready to take on Mousasi coming up in a week in Strikeforce, and you may referee today as well, okay?
Uh-oh.
I don't know, maybe. And then we have the one and only, the legend himself, Don Fry, who looked great in Public Enemies, by the way, if you saw the Johnny Depp movie.
That was amazing, wasn't it?
You were amazing.
Johnny Depp was in that movie?
It was the
I thought
best
it was all
thing
about me.
Yeah.
Hell, boss, if I moved that much, I'd have to go take a nap.
It has begun.
You wore me out just watching you.
It is on. And of course, this time a week ago, the discussion was, where is Fedor Emelianenko going to wind up? Several reports were the UFC. That looked like the best bet, perhaps, that eventually he would fight Brock, and UFC had offered him a multi-fight deal. But here's the catch. Let's suppose that you owned your own business. You're the star of that business. You also want to take your business interest with you, right? If you go to someplace else, be a plumber, a lawyer, what else? That is exactly what the deal is with Fedor. He is a sizable owner of M1 Global. And Fedor wanted a deal where M1 could be a co-promoter. Strikeforce said, you can do it with us, and so The Last Emperor is going the Strikeforce way and will be prominently featured on a Showtime card, co-promoted with M1 and Strikeforce. Don, let me ask you, because you're going to be fighting this M1 Breakthrough show coming up later this month against Mo Lawal. Does that surprise you that Fedor decided to skip the UFC and go Strikeforce way?
No, not at all. You got to, go where you're happy and go where you're most comfortable and go for the money.
And that's got to be the deal with Fedor, right? I mean, because he owns M1. He is M1, basically.
Well, I'll tell you, the Russians don't like being told what to do, especially by some pansy, The goddamn Russians are last men on the planet, Everybody in the U.S. been feminized so bad, we ought to be carrying a purse and high heels, And those are last men. We need a Putin. Where's our Putin? We need somebody who's going to kick ass and not run around apologizing for it.
Yeah, I heard that Putin was like windsurfing or something. I heard it this morning on the radio. It's insane.
That guy's
badass.
great.
Flying jets, know? I mean, I want to be president there.
He'll probably climb the Empire State Building and whack some airplanes out of the air. That guy can do anything.
Mo, you're going to be on this card taking on Don, so, you're in with M1 kind of now. You've been over to Japan fighting. You're familiar with the organization. Fedor going there, no surprise?
Well, it's all about the money. And, the stipulation to get Fedor is co-promotion, so why would he not want to co-promote? So I figured Fedor did what's good for business, and the UFC wasn't good for business for him, but Strikeforce was, so you got to go where the money's at and what's good for your business, and that's what he did.
And in post-UFC days, Babalu, you've done quite well in Strikeforce. That seems to be a good organization, a good fit for you, obviously, as you get ready to fight once again.
Yeah, God helped me out. Scott Coker helped me out. He took the fight from the fishing, put in the car in Strikeforce. I'm so happy about it because I don't have to change the strategy. Just keep the same opponent, keep everything. He always stand by my side.
Well, let's tell you about standing by your side. They made it happen really quickly, didn't they? The Mousasi fight that was supposed to be on Affliction, it goes away, but the fight still stays. It goes to Strikeforce. Good news for you, I would imagine.
Yeah, that was a great news. I mean, I always feel really bad about it. You know, actually, it's kind of bad. One more work door shut for everyone. So now we have just all I think. When the door closed, another door open and on step ahead.
Is the money the same as you get in Strikeforce that you were going to get in Affliction?
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, so that's really good.
And same opportunity. Now actually, there's one more reason to fight to defend my belt. You know, he's not going to take away. That's my belt.
Yeah. Plus, a lot of people are going to watch your show.
Yeah, it's
a lot of people are
going
to watch your show.
And Gegard Mousasi, when talking about getting ready to take on Babalu, had this to say.
Well, I've seen him fight in the past. He's tough, he's experienced, well-rounded fighter, and I feel he's a top 10 light heavyweight, so it will be a good test for me.
Wow, there's a lot of love there already. I mean, he said nice things. That was touching, wasn't it, Don, to hear two fighters say nice things about each other?
You know what? You don't have to worry about that with me and Mr. Taliban over here.
I know, we're building up to that.
We're going to show up to
I
fight.
might be Taliban, but I look good. Now, this dude right here, I don't know how he gets any type of movie roles unless it's some type of horror film or something. He's ugly. Look at him.
Yeah, I'm sponsored by Rogaine and Viagra.
Zoom in on him. Zoom in on him. Boy's ugly.
So you grow and grow.
I'm there, baby. I'm there to stay. Hairy and strong. Hairy and hard, baby.
All right. Well, it was going to be big, and then it got a little hairy for Strikeforce. They lost 3 of their fights, 3 of their title fights. Let's look at the Strikeforce before. Here's the way it looked like it was going to match up. Of course, Carano and Cyborg are still there. Thompson, he's still on the sideline by the doctor with a leg injury. Riggs, allergic reaction to medicine, you know that. Overeem got in a bar brawl, and, well, that's gone too. You know, yeah, I kind of wink on that bar brawl injury, but...
It was 5 bouncers.
5 bouncers?
Yeah, apparently, because I talked to my buddy who was his manager. He went, in Holland, when you go to the restroom, you have to pay. And he didn't have change on him.
That's right, that's
and he told the woman, he says, I'm very sorry, I'll come right back and to get you the change.
So
and she started get a problem.
If he didn't have to pee,
it would have been okay.
The fight would have been on.
That's Red Bulls for you, man. If you drink a lot of Red Bulls, that's that caffeine.
Yeah, but basically he didn't have the 50 cents, so he's out. Anyway, here's the way now that they put it all together at Strikeforce. This is why they've done well. Of course, Carano's still there. Melendez is going to get another shot at Ishida, who he lost to in Yaranoka about 2 years ago. Nick Diaz, and for one of the viewers that write in, you know, Boss and I don't get to pick this single poll. I would put Nick Diaz in the top 10 in welterweight. Some people want to know why he's not. He's taking on Jay Haran, who comes over from Affliction. Babalu, you won 5 straight. Mousasi has won 12 straight. Your lightweight belt is on the line. And does that make any difference at all, the fact that it's a few weeks later and as far as your preparation? I mean, it's 2 weeks later than it's going to be.
Well, definitely you have to coming back to my camp, we sitting down and talk to my conditioning coach. The things change because the peak was last Saturday, so things changed a little bit. But I mean, they have my belt on the line. That's make more extra motivation.
Yeah.
Okay, now our MMA Junkie poll this week. We've been jonesing for this one, and I tell you, more people agree on the health care plan than will agree on this week's poll. Here it is: Carano taking on Cyborg, and here were your choices. How's this fight going to wrap up? Knockout, submissions, decisions, either way. And here's what the viewers said. 39% say that Santos will win by KO. 26% said Carano by decision. Adding it all up, Gina actually comes out 51% to 49% that she will win one way or another against Carano. Well, what do you think about that?
That's going to be a tough fight, though, let me tell you that. Gina's never been taken down yet, and Carano is very strong. She got great takedowns. And the ground and pound is also very sick. So if she's going to get it on the ground, I think it's going to be